working. So let's everyone join this Q&A, then we'll start. And just confirm me, is my audio and video is clear to you, or it's kind of the video is blurry or the audio is not coming? And also tell me that if you have already completed learning for certain role, if it is clinical SAS, web developer or app developer, and if you have completed the learning, if you are applying for job, what difficulty you are facing and what you are doing to cope up or to improve that. Let me open the comment part. Okay. So guys, if you see in 2026 what is happening, now companies have a lot of option. If you see from the company's eyes, if you see, now they have more options, because what is happening, any job role which is in demand or any job role, after certain years, because now we have a lot of penetration or this internet visibility, right? So any job role that is there in the market, you can easily search online, easily know about it. Earlier it used to be like certain number of people who are aware, but now anyone can easily know. So the people who are preparing for that in a best way or trying their best, they are the one who are getting the chance or getting the job, and rest of them are easily getting filtered out. Those who are just only trying with half of their efforts. Hey Prasad, good morning. So Prasad, like what you are doing currently and how do you got connected with me or this channel? Mansi, good morning Mansi. Tell me about yourself guys, what you are doing, like you are studying, applying for job, in which stage you are in your career, because most of you got connected to this channel related to your career only, right? Okay, so yeah, this is what I am sharing guys, like now you can know anything easily, but you have to work in the best way on it, because now competition is more, people easily know about anything and anyone can learn anything, there is no bar of it. So all the information is available online. So the people who are consuming that information in the best way, processing it in the best way, and trying to get the best possible outcome, their good is happening. So Shiva is asking, at present I am in MSc Statistics final semester. That's great, Shiva. So now you are in the final semester. So what you are doing for your placement? Forgot about the college, but what are your separate efforts apart from the college? Mansi, applying for job, currently working as an assistant professor. Applying for which job? For the same role you are working on? I have completed my master's, wanted to join CRO as a SAS programmer. So Mansi, you have completed your learning or it's ongoing? Prasad, I am in final year B Pharma student. I am final year B Pharma student and I was contacted with you from last 6 months preparing for clinical SAS job role. Okay. So you are preparing from yourself or you have joined some institute? How it is? And one more thing, guys, recently someone connected me and the candidate told me, sir, there is an new institute, it's been 1 year to them, 1 or 2 year, and they are promising placement or we have tie-up kind of this thing. Why don't you give this, or why you are not telling about this? You are doing this training and everything since long. I told him that's the same reason, because I am here, like I have worked on this role and personally here from last 5 to 6 years. So from that observation, after doing a lot of counseling, after seeing everything, I found that none of the institute can promise this thing that we gonna offer you the placement. Obviously they can help you with the guidance, knowledge and everything, and maybe some indirect support, like we have a network of ex student and some network, those who are in the industry from last 4-5 years. A little help can be done, but no institute can promise. And if someone is doing, maybe they'll realize it and they might, they might be doing this for USP, unique selling point, so that you can enroll in their course. But the truth is, guys, I've seen almost every second, third institute, and it is difficult, what some of the institute tell, that we're gonna offer you the placement. It is nothing but a marketing gimmick, you can say, nothing more than that. And Prasad, I'm final year B Pharma student. I was okay. Mansi completed masters in pharmacy. That's great, Mansi. So these are some common mistakes, guys, what I found that people do while finding out an institute. They get into this trap of, that some institute tell we have tie-ups or we're gonna offer you placement. It is a marketing gimmick. If any of the institute, if you are considering based on the basis of that, please avoid it. You're gonna end up spending money and maybe you are not sure about the learning because you are focusing more on that part. Obviously I know that part is more important, getting placed, but at the end of the day, any person who gonna judge you, they're gonna judge you on the basis of your knowledge. And this is what is happening in the current era. The people who are trying in the best way, they are getting the job. And as you know, not everyone gonna get the job immediately, right, or at the same time, because for every 100 vacancy there are going to be 10 or 20 for every 100. Let's suppose for every 100 students who have learned this, there are going to be a vacancy of 10 or 20. So it means at a time, if I'm talking about one company scenario, if they are hiring, let's suppose 100 candidate is there, more than that will be there, but out of them 40 interviews, 40 people gonna get the interview. Out of 40 they're gonna select 20 or 10. So you need to master the patience thing, and you need to plan for it, that I'm not sitting idly for this, the whole preparation thing. And if you're preparing it full time, giving your full attention, you can do that. But once you are finding the job, for initial 4 months you just contribute your whole time for finding job, but after that get another job, so that you don't end up getting demotivated. You do your another job, on top of that just practice it, apply for this job because you already have the knowledge. Once you get it, let's suppose even after 1 year or 2 year or 3 year, once you get it, switch your job, that's all. But if you are constantly learning and you are applying, you have spent 1 year, you might end up leaving the thing. You will not even practice because you have given this much time, and you will feel that okay, I'm not getting the result, I should stop it. And many people, those who are getting the result, they are happily moving on. They got the job and they move further, they keep moving further. Like when I'm talking to some of my ex-students who are working in the CRO, they are switching the company, and there are certain group of people who didn't got the interview, who are looking for other roles, and so that they can start their journey, and that is totally normal, guys. You learn from anywhere. The training institute controls the training part. Actually, they controls the training part, but the placement is not in their hand, and neither in you. Like, you can try your best. If you got the interview, you got selected, you'll start your journey, or else you'll end up with spending more time. You need to start working on some other role, and then whenever you get the opportunity into this role, you need to start into this role. This is how it's gonna work, guys. You need to understand the psychology. Don't put too much pressure on yourself. Don't be like that I'll be starting my journey with this only. Swati, I did SAS advanced clinical, but my question is that I have to learn R programming. See, if you know how to operate R language, if you don't know 100%, that is also fine, but you should know, like, let's suppose if interviewer is asking you that how much you wanna rate yourself in R, let's talk about the whole thing. You should able to rate yourself in SAS software out of 10 easily 7. Okay, in clinical minimum you should able to rate 6 or 7. In R, you should able to rate yourself minimum 6. So these are the ratings. So are you able to give, Swati, 6 to yourself? If not, work for it. If yes, then that's great. Improve it. Prasad, join institute and it's going really well, but the same thing is also told me, like, having tie-ups, but only hardworking students gonna be referred, not all. It's not hardworking, those who are doing well. There is nothing to do with hardworking. Obviously, the people who are, putting more efforts, they're gonna get better. But there is a difference. Like, you can become the smart working as well, hard working, but initially you need to spend more time to figure it out what are the best ways to do the same thing instead of spending more time. Okay. By the way, Prasad, which institute you have joined and how much you are paying and what all things you are learning? Let's suppose if it is SAS, if it is R, or like SAS R clinical exam preparation, and how much is the fees you are paying? Swati, now R 0. So Swati, you should able to rate yourself in R at least 6. Okay. And one more thing, guys, that is totally interesting. If you see the hiring recently, like Fortria and some other companies have put it this apprenticeship, this internship or kind of for 1 year, right? So guys, what happened in that, if you see the job description, you will find they are clearly mentioning R and Python as well. SAS was already there since long. SAS and clinical one have to must learn. But now if you see that R and Python, they are clearly mentioning. So what I believe, if someone is preparing for this role in the software part, they should must know SAS. SAS is like they should able to rate themselves 8. R be like you should able to rate yourself 6, 7, and Python be like if you are able to rate yourself even 4, 5, that is fine. Or if you are even not doing, that is fine, but It is easy, guys. Once you learn SAS, you will find many of the syntax and many of the logics are same in R. What I feel personally, if you learn SAS, by default you get the knowledge of 20-30% of R as well, and even Python as well, because that logic is same. You want to learn R, Python, so will be the fees. The fees will, see, the duration will be approx 2 months for each. Let's suppose 2 months for R and 2 months for Python. The fees we have kept in a standard way 20K, but if there is a discount, we can offer you a 5K discount. It will come down to 15K, and it will be from scratch to end. Even will teach you how to create table listing and these things. Shiva, hello Shiva. I think Shiva, you already have my number. You can directly ping me. Right now, all the courses we are doing, that is online, but if there is a group of people who are interested for offline, because obviously for a single student I cannot do it, but even there is a group of 4 or 5 people, we can start an offline as well. And but the location will be Vadodara. If you live in Vadodara, we can do it offline. If you are minimum a group of 4 to 5 people, that can be done. And from our end, the price for online or offline gonna be same only, but again you can connect to me, as you already have my number. I can share you the further details, Shiva. So guys, how many of you have already prepared for this role and you are applying for jobs? And if you are applying for jobs, what you are observing in the market, like are you getting the interview but unable to clear? Are you not getting the interview? You are seeing the vacancy but unable to apply on time. Shiva, like at least it should be near to around like 30. Usually I believe if you are starting on 25 or till 30, that is fine, but beyond that, if you are having some other experience, other role experience, it is not empty, so that is also fine. Let's suppose I was already working in CDM, my age is 34, 35, and at the age of 35 or 40, even if I want to switch at statistical, so it's easy because already it's related. But if you don't have relevant experience, any relevant experience, relevant knowledge, and starting after 35 is little difficult. Why? Because you need to have more patience. They're gonna consider more the people whose age is around 30 or less than, and who have some relevant experience. And if let's suppose some person age is 35 or 40, so they should be highly qualified. Already they are working in CDM or some already good role, or they have learned the skill in the best way, so now they are giving the opportunity. You should have something like, suppose you should think like a company, that why I should hire a candidate who is at the age of 35 or 40, or instead of the person who is freshly graduated and who are applying for jobs. So few things should be better in you, or you have to wait more, end up waiting more. Let's suppose if a person is normally taking, if he is constantly doing everything 1 year to get a job, you might end up waiting for 2 or 3 years. That is the case, Shiva. So guys, if you are online and if you have any questions related to your career especially if you are from life science background, you have questions related to statistical programmer role, CDM role, and biostatistics role, or any questions related to your career, so you can ask, and maybe my experience and suggestion gonna help you. We have another option as well, one-to-one counseling, where you will find the link in the description. So you're gonna book a slot, and at that particular time and date, as you have booked the slot, we're gonna have a discussion, and it is like one-to-one. But here you have the option, it is totally, this live is for free, and you can ask your questions directly. Power BI, Swati, it is not important anymore. Your first priority should be SAS, then R, and then Python. If you get enough sufficient time, then you can go for Power BI. Shiva, if you have any problem, you can join online, Anna sir, for this course. Join online. Okay, Anna sir, for this. Okay, Medicinepedia, how much knowledge should a fresher have who knows SAS and clinical SAS? Means you mean to say that how much knowledge a fresher should have if he wants to apply for this role, statistical programmer. So that is what in the beginning of video I told. He should able to rate himself or herself out of 10, 7 to 8 minimum, more than 7, okay, and the good number is 8 in SAS. In clinical, which consists of SDM, ADAM table listings along with the project, he should able to rate himself or herself minimum 6, more than 6 is good. In R, again minimum 6 you should able to rate yourself. And Python, even if you are leaving, that is totally fine, nothing to worry about. But even if you are learning Python, you should able to rate yourself 5. That is what I am telling. So instead of I decide how much you need or not, or telling particular topic, I am giving you the overall scenario. This much you should able to rate. Hey Sanket, how are you? R language में R language में 5 Medicinepedia I have told. Bye ready. Hi sir, I have done base as Udemy. Is it okay? That's totally fine, man. The main part is learning. Guys, one more thing, you are learning from anywhere. You are learning by your own, from any institute, from pre-recorded or live, it doesn't matter. The main important part is you are learning, you have learned, and second important part is you should able to rate yourself in SAS 7 to 8. That is what important is. If you feel that particular institute certificate is more important, no, that is not the case. Your learning is more important. They're going to hire you based on your knowledge. Prasad, not getting the interview, can you suggest how to find the job, how to apply? So if you already have my number, do you have my number, Prasad? Say me yes or no. If you already have my number, just ping me hi and we can discuss further. And in general, if I have to share you what needs to be done, I'll tell you here. Not getting interview, how to find jobs and apply. See, already I have made video, some broadcast as well, working professionals where they have shared, but I'll tell you here. The very first thing you have to do, ensure your LinkedIn profile is looking very strong. You need to do cosmetic changes in such way, or technical changes as well. The things you are writing in your bio and everything, the way you are putting your DP, it should be professional, the background pic and the skills and everything. Okay, that is the first thing. Second, start sharing on LinkedIn whatever you are learning. Start sharing, and you might tag to the people who are already at the bigger roles, or some companies, whatever you are learning, everything. Start responding to the other post, if it is related to the SAS, R, Python, clinical industry, pharmaceutical industry. Start responding them, give some feedback, comment, and build your network. People are not interested if they don't see what you are doing, how much you are doing, are you relevant to them, or are you relevant to them or not, can you contribute. If they see that you can contribute something, you have the knowledge, how you can do that? By putting content online, especially on LinkedIn. Once you share your knowledge, this much knowledge I am having, like-minded people, you become the part of that network, plus the HR who looks for candidate and other people, they're gonna reach out to you, they're gonna communicate with you, and whenever there is an opportunity, your chances are high of getting interview, because some people who are at some position on HR manager or senior, they might already know you. Whenever there is an opportunity, they might come back to you and that, hey Prasad, we have a vacancy, like, and I have already gone through your certain post and we are interested in you, like, would you like to give this interview? So you got the whole point, Prasad, right? Sanket Mali, is cloud DevOps have scope in next 10 years? Sanket, cloud and DevOps have scope now as well. Coming to the future, the question should be the future of cloud and DevOps. That is already great. But one thing I'm going to tell you in today's video, and you should always remember, you all should remember, guys, that role like statistical programmer, which is dependent upon, if you see, it is dependent upon two different skill sets. One is software knowledge, another is domain knowledge. But once you grow further on this role, what matters a lot is your domain knowledge along with the software knowledge, but what matters a lot is the domain knowledge. Programming becomes normal for you. The thing you're going to keep learning, that is domain knowledge, because no matter how much you try to learn right now, you might be learning the software part 70-80%, and the domain knowledge right now you will get 50-60% or 70%. You'll not able to get the domain knowledge more than that, more than 70% right now, because it's vast, right? It's very deep. So once you start working in an CRO, the thing which you have to learn more, or where your expertise gonna increase, that will be the domain knowledge, and that is what it matters in the coming years. No matter which software is coming or going, the domain knowledge gonna be matter, it gonna matter a lot along with the software. So if your role, now this was the case for statistical programmer, that in long term your domain knowledge matter a lot, means how many studies you have worked, what difficulties you have faced. Like for senior interviews, they're not gonna ask you that, hey, tell me how to replace the missing values and all those things. Mostly they're gonna ask you, once you give the interview for 3 or 4 or 5 year candidate role, they're gonna ask you the logical question which is related to domain, like especially CDISC part, ACID Adam table listing, okay, or what difficulties you have faced in your last studies, or what you have like learned from it, if it is a specific domain, or let's suppose it's an oncology, or you have worked on a renal study that is related to kidney. So it depend upon that. But if your role is like cloud, or any role which is highly dependent upon technology only, and if the automation is coming, like AI is here now, it is automating many of the coding things which is repeatable. Okay, and on that role no discussion, much discussions are needed, only more technology thing is there. So AI gonna coming future, it gonna eat the roles which is highly dependent on programming only, what I am feeling. But it cannot eat the roles or replace the roles where the domain knowledge is also important, where discussions are needed, like on these roles, statistical programmer and some roles where your domain knowledge is also important. You need to have some discussions, you need to have some thorough check. So if your role is highly dependent upon tool only, it is purely coding only, no domain knowledge is important, and further your technical knowledge is only important, the domain knowledge it doesn't matter, so you might face difficulty. But I feel the top 20% of any domain, even if your role is technical, it doesn't matter, the AI not gonna do anything to you because you are constantly upgrading your skill in every 4-5 years. You are the top 30% of that particular role. So because you're gonna end up helping the AI to develop the things. But if you are in the bottom of top 30% and your role is highly dependent upon software only, then it might impact in the coming future. You got the point, right? I hope you got the clarity. Let me. So the next question, yeah, here it is. Can you tell me the topics in R as I am learning from self-covered vector list matrix? I'll create a video on this, okay, or I'll tell my backend team to create a video on this, other person who is training for R, and they're gonna create the video for this along with the topic, okay. So those who are self-learning, they can do the self-learning. Shiva, for pre-recorded you can already check the price on the website edu.clinicalstudyacademy.com. that website is there, right? So, and you can directly purchase from there. And Sanket, the best way to connect with me, if it is related to career, or if you want to so guys, finally after I think 5 to 8 minutes of interruption, my Wi-Fi was not working properly and I got connected through the phone internet. Phone internet got exhausted, but finally after trying here and there, I am able to reconnect through my Wi-Fi, and I hope my video is live now. I am audible and clear to everyone. Let me answer the question. So Sanket, I was sharing to you that you can directly connect me through one-to-one counseling. You can find the link in any of my video description. But still, if you want my number, you can go to the home page. At the top, you'll find my number. That is 8733986003. Mother Deshmukh was what information you are giving? Mother, I am giving information. Mandar. The information is related to the career and some roles like clinical SAS programmer or biostatistician. Our basics, you need to have more than basics. Medicinepedia. Like I told right in the beginning itself, you should able to rate 6 to 7 yourself in R language. So that much knowledge you should have, Mandar. Sorry. So now guys, if you are able to hear me and is my video is clear to you, quickly confirm me yes or no in the comment section. Okay, I cannot see your comments, guys. Is everything is clear? So guys, if you have any questions and if my audio and video is clear to you, quickly confirm me. And if there are no questions, we can wind up this meeting for now. Because I'm not sure that for 6-7 minutes, due to the internet was not working, it got disconnected, the whole flow went, but now we are connected again. Okay. So no worries, guys, because I'm not able to see your comments here. Let me try through another device. If I'm able to see your comments. Okay. Now I'm able to see the comments, guys. Medicine PDR basic is sufficient as freshers. Not basic, at least you should rate yourself 6. Akash is asking how to master macros by utilizing it. See, how to master the car driving? By driving it in the best possible way, by spending more time in your car. How to become the best car driver? Same way, you want to become the best macro user, right? Like, or you need to use the macro in the best way, or you want to master it. It means you have to implement it. So macros are not generally for coding. Macros are more known for automating your codes, or automating a set of codes, automating a flow, a process which you are doing through manual coding. And if you feel that this is going to happen again and again, I can reduce this bunch of code to this much, you should try it. So you should apply your macro logic to a set of variable or the whole data set. Basically, whatever you are performing in clinical, how you can automate using macros. That is what the end goal is. So you use the macro, do loop, and array. Macro is not alone which is going to help you to automate. You need to have the logic of macro. You need to use it together. Remember, macro, do loop, and array. These three are important, which help or plays vital role in automation. So see how you can use macros, different type of macros, not only one. On top of that, do loop and array together to automate whatever task which is happening, or to reduce the coding. Please give a brief idea about what to cover in R as a fresher. So Medicinepedia, I told that we're going to create a separate video on R, that which topics you should cover. Okay, we'll share you the whole syllabus, that what we cover in R, plus if someone wants to learn specifically, then what he should focus. If he is doing self-learning or learn more in less, so what topic he should cover. So two things we gonna cover separately in that video. So is anyone is having any more questions, guys? Okay. So I think most of the questions I have taken. Now I'm not seeing any new question. So guys, if anyone wants to connect me, you can find out the link in any of my video description, one-to-one counseling. You can connect me through there. And Okay, let's take some last questions which I'm getting now. Medicinepedia, actual live domain and SAS knowledge certificate base is but not gonna actual now not means you mean to say that you have live domain knowledge, SAS knowledge, and you are certified as well but not getting the interview. Medicinepedia, what you can do, you can simply connect me through one-to-one counseling. We can have one-to-one discussion and discuss the things in detail, because I need to know how you are trying, how much your knowledge, I need to test it. So after that I can suggest you what are the best possible way which you can try, and knowing it what you are already trying. Akash Deshmukh, if I want edge from the competition, what I should do? It's very simple. You should look for what this industry wants, what they are trying to do. You need to focus on that. Let's suppose you want to become a manager, you want to become a senior, you are working on a junior role or one role, two role, you want to become senior. What you should do? It's very simple. What senior is doing, you should start focusing on that right now itself. You should start acquiring that skill right now itself, instead of once you become, most of the people how they learn, once they incorporate, once they get into the senior role, they start doing the work and they start learning what actually a senior do. Once they become managers, they start doing the work, they think accordingly, and the whole aura become like that. You start acting, learning, or doing in a way what industry requirement is.